love you, Jordan.
I came to throw my pantyhose to Donnie.
NKOTB, still kicking, whatever. Yeah. Okay. You mind if I sit here?
My guess.
What's your name?
Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Where are you from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. You've been reading the papers. You know what this evening is all about. What do you think about the allegations?
Well, I've seen him in concert 8 times in the last year, and I do not think that it's true.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can hear occasional bad notes.
Yeah.
You know, I think the whole thing is just a lot of people that are a little upset about maybe not working for him anymore.
Uh-huh.
Not making some of the money.
Ah. That's interesting. Do you think lip syncing is bad? Like, I always wondered, if you found out that one of your favorite groups lip synced, I don't know what it is, would you be mad?
Well, you know, it really depends. You know, the New Kids on the Block are dance-oriented, too.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of bands, a lot of solo people, too, use backup tapes occasionally, use a little bit of stuff because they have to do the dance, too.
Because the way you all were acting outside, I got a feeling that if they didn't have heads, you all would still love them. You know? Yes. You're very bright and very poised. How old are you?
22?
Ah. See? A lot of people don't think 22-year-olds still 23. See, a lot of people think the New Kids fans are like embryos. This is a big grown woman and her friend. Yes. Yeah. I want to talk to somebody who doesn't look like a New Kids fan. Hi, how are you? I'm fine. What's your name?
Fred,
Fred, where you from?
Ontario, Canada.
Oh, my friends in Canada. Homie. What do you think about this whole controversy?
Well, I think with all the work that they have to do that's involved in a lot of these shows, they do get very tired.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have to lip sync, so be it.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Tonight, even though they've flown a long way, the fellas said, we singing tonight. Yeah. Jordan is real tired, and he said, I'm tired, but I'm singing. He said, I'm singing. Here's a gentleman that might have opinion. Everybody's heard of Maurice Starr. Oh, really? Y'all know Maurice Starr? Yes. For those of you who don't know who Maurice Starr is, he's the mastermind behind Perfect Gentleman, New Kids on the Block, New Edition. Yeah, a whole lot of people we love. Hi, Mr. Starr. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Come down here and said, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How you doing, Arsenio?
I'm all right. Exactly what is the lawsuit about? Who is it against? Is it you? Is it them?
Actually, it's probably I think he's using them to try to get to me, to try to get to some money. I believe that's really what it is, because the guys they're singing 100% tonight, and no one from our organization know him any money, so I think it's just like, a lot of people sometimes take pop shots at people once they become superstars and stuff, so this...
You know, I've read interviews that you've done, and you say sometimes they've used background stuff, but all their leads, I know on this show, all their leads have always been live.
Always been live, all their leads.
Now, people say you're like the Rich Little of the ghetto. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. They don't say that exactly. That's kind of a term I made up. But what they mean is that you're kind of a mimic or an impressionist. And at any point, what are you, 38 years old?
I'm 38 now, just turned 38.
At any point, they say you could sound like a 14-year-old and say, Now, I tell you what, sing for me. Yeah, that's the way to end that. Because a lot of people say that you and your brother do 20% and upward the singing for the group. Sing for me, anything, I don't care. Cowboys to girls. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I have a New Kids album, and I ain't heard no runs like that on it. You know? Wow. I don't know what my next question is now. Have you ever sang on one of their albums?
Only background with the guys, and it's great. I'm pretty sure anybody in here would love to sing some backgrounds with New Kids on their albums.
Yeah. But all the lead vocals on their albums are done by New Kids.
Have always been done by them.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's nothing that we can do at this point but to say, ladies and gentlemen, singing live. New Kids on the Block!
To say about all this nonsense going on. So, band, I want you to change the pace. Now, how many times can my crew get pissed? Before I go get pissed, I heard a little sucker said we gon' sing on our records. Now wait a damn second. All for the dollar bill. You sold out, but now it's time to shut your mouth. And on the switch, let's change the pitch and talk about the sucker who went out like a bitch. Sold out the crew later this you. Ain't no time for me to diss you. You wanna make a little dough just by living like a hoe, yo? I don't think so. They got the nerve to come frontin' with your booty whack lifestyle. But yo, you living wild. Another leech who's got spread throughout red like sparkers. But he ain't nothing but a sucker.
Sharing the Olympic idea is a proud sponsor. Gotta be something on a long flight. New Kids on the Block. Yeah. Okay, now let's hear what they have to say. Now, I'm going to ask you to hold it down because they've come a long way, many hours, to justify their careers, to save their dignity, their pride, all that kind of, you know, I mean, they are here to speak. How did you all first hear about this controversy?
I had first heard about it when my manager came to my room in the morning. Dick Scott came to the room and he said, yeah, you heard about, you know, so-and-so. He's supposedly suing Maurice and said you guys didn't sing. And I laughed, you know, I out and out laughed. Me and Dick both laughed because we figured it was just a, you know, we've known the dude, you know what I'm saying? He worked with us for a while. In fact, he was on the show with us before here, and we know how he is, you know what I'm saying? It's not the first time he's tried to do something like that. And so really, we just laughed it off. Everybody was just laughing off until we found out that the worldwide media had given this dude instant credibility and put him on the headlines of all the papers and basically just took this guy out of nowhere and said, oh, he says, you know, this guy, supposedly the New Kids producer, which everyone knows Maurice Starr is our producer. We've been criticized.
What is this guy?
He was our musical director for about 4 months.
And why is he no longer here?
It's a long story, but
whack.
It's not, yeah.
We basically just let him go, you know. He'll claim that he wasn't fired, but, you know, we did let him go.
Yeah, he wasn't.
If we wanted him to be here, he'd be here. So, I mean, you know, we didn't say you're fired, but we said.
Yeah, there's a lady over there that I talked to, and she said something very interesting. She said she's been to a lot of concerts, and she's heard some bad notes, so she thinks it's live. No, you're being honest, because they're human. Luther Vandross hits a bad note every now and then. He's a human being. Yeah, rarely. But, you know, as a matter of fact, Sandy, they talked about the previous performance. Show the first time they were ever here.
No!
Yeah.
All that I needed was you. Oh, yeah. And all that I wanted was
Kids with me. Why did you do that? The reason I pulled that clip was because you all have grown a lot as musicians, as artists. If somebody was singing, they would have did some of the notes different.
Why are you looking at me, man?
If somebody...
But you know what, I'll speak on that, you know.
Oh, by the way, some of those background vocals were in a what?
An emulator.
Yeah, but you all, your mics were open. I know that from our sound guys, and you all sang background over that.
Absolutely.
But all leads were live, and you can tell by...
Oh, shit. All right. I won't bring up none of your first acting roles.
Okay, because he's gonna pull an Amazon Women from the Moon clip. Now, don't do that.
No.
Go on, say what you're gonna say. I'm sorry.
It's you know, that's part of the reason why we're here, you know what I'm saying? We've never claimed to be great singers, you know what I'm saying? And our fans know that. And you know, I don't think anybody has ever considered us to be great singers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you've read any record review for the last 3 years, it says New Kids can't sing. They sing lousy on the records. They're not good singers. They barely carry the tunes. So it makes it all the more ridiculous why everyone would all of a sudden believe that a really, really, really great singer who's been singing for over 20 years, Maurice Starr, could be the voice on those records, you know what I'm saying? We've never claimed to be great singers, but we carry our own weight and we do what we got to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, at the same time, you have very low self-esteem. I'm going to defend the group. You know what? I grew up listening to a lot of stylistics, Russell Tompkins Jr. Yeah. And, you know, you have a really nice falsetto, man. You know? And y'all do get the job done. How about the allegations that the Coke commercial was not sang by New Kids on the Block?
It was a lie.
The Coke people were right there when we did it. We recorded it in, I think, a hotel room. We recorded it.
Yeah.
And they were right there when we sung the commercial. So, I mean, we sung the whole thing. They were right there.
Okay, let's take a commercial, and while we're in commercial, would y'all show me how you do the thing from the Coke commercial where you do this part right here? This, on Real Thing where y'all do this right here? We'll be right back. You know that part right there? Show me how to do that. There have been charges made by... there have been, there have been charges made by other people other than this McPherson guy. There's a guy named James Capra. Who is he?
That's a crazy dude. He wrote, co-wrote one of our songs on our first album, Angel, and he just kind of, I think, one day woke up and saw the headlines and said, maybe I can get some money. He is a nice guy, just like Greg in his right mind can be a nice guy, too. I don't want to make him sound like a bad guy, but, you know, James Capra, I think, is wrongly accusing person.
I think the song Angel, I guess the allegation is that you didn't sing the lead on that.
Well, that I did. You can check it. I say the lead.
Yeah. Is that what he's saying though?
I don't know what he's saying. I don't know the charges on
Australia.
that. No, I don't know what the charges are, but I definitely sang on that song.
Yeah, and
you can check it.
And no one has ever sang lead on a New Kids album other than the gentleman minus myself sitting here.
Oh, we did a duet on the first album with a girl named Phaedra Butler, and that's credited on the album. And a friend of ours named Dana did a rap and some lead on another song, which was another duet. So, I mean, it's not, you know what I mean, it's not nothing that's never been credited or registered, you know what I mean? And all the allegations that this guy McPherson made about our stuff was all from the Hangin' Tough album, and he said that, you know, we only sang 20% of it, which, you know, is basically just nonsense, you know what I'm saying?
He wasn't even there. He wasn't
exactly.
even there
He's
when
never,
we recorded it.
In fact, he's never cut any vocals I know of me, or I don't know if anyone else in the group. I don't think he's ever been in the studio with us to record vocals at all, so I don't even know where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying?
This other guy, this other guy, John Wright. Who is he?
He was our former production manager. In fact, when we were on tour in '89 and did use tapes to back up our show, he was the guy who usually played the tapes.
And he talks in the paper about the 1989 Disneyland incident.
What's that?
Well, you were there. I guess he said a tape machine broke down.
I don't know. I remember the first show we did with the tape machine in 1989. And every time we've used the tape machine, it does not mean our mics were not on. Our mics have always been on.
We're not lip syncing.
Yeah. And the first show we ever did with the tape machine, the tape stopped right in the middle of the first song. The show kept going. We didn't stop. The tape was backwards because John Wright had rewound it wrong, and the tape started playing like... So we turned the tape off and just kept going, you know what I mean? It's never been an issue where we can't sing on stage. Understand, it's an issue of, it was our first tour, just like our Arsenio performance was the first ever television performance.
But talk about the ones after that, because you didn't bring McPherson with you or that machine.
No,
we didn't have anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we gotten to a point where, you know, the gentleman up there said, you know, it's fine if they do, which is fine. Artists can do that. I think it's up to them if they want to do that and use backing tracks. But I mean, we're at a point in our career that we don't want to do it. And maybe it'll be better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll sound better, but we don't want to do that.
Exactly.
And we're singing totally live.
We're not the only ones who have done it, too. I mean, pop icons have lip-synced and used tapes. I mean,
big
names, huge name. And it's like, you know, it's an MTV age where people want to see people dance and stuff. And you can't always sing great when you got these big dance routines and stuff. So.
But, okay, so when you all came back to the show, what made you, I mean, when you came back here those second and third times, what made you decide to totally sing live?
We have been doing that. We have been on tour, you know, singing live for a while before that. After Greg was let go, we, you know, sung live after that point, you know. So we're doing it at that time, and we just came on in and did it here.
Yeah, I think it's more a matter of freedom. And, you know, it's like what we just did with these songs right here. If we were using tapes, you know, to enhance our singing, we couldn't have the freedom to change it around and make a medley just like that at the drop of a dime. You know what I mean? We just put this thing together the day we decided we were coming here, which was like 3 days ago or 4 days ago. We just put it all together.
One of the guys said that you wrote the rap on the plane and changed the whole thing.
Last night I wrote that rap and practiced it in the bathroom on the plane. The stewardesses thought I was crazy. Yep. Yeah. I sat in the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, but that's the beauty of playing live. You know what I mean? You know, if people use tracks or tapes or sequences, whatever, that's fine. You know, we've used it before. We're not ashamed to say that we've used it before, but we feel, you know, we spend a lot of time and put a lot of hours into having to not use them, into having the freedom to really, you know, explore on stage and really be a live group. And, you know, we're very proud of that. And, you know, we're not going to let nobody take that away from us. You know, the person who's making the claims that we still lip sync has not seen a New Kids show in over a year and a half and obviously does not know what he's talking about, because our show at this point in time is 100% live. If anybody anywhere in the world doubts it, come on and see. We'll give you a free tour of the stage. We'll let you watch the people put the stage together. It's totally live. And we've come a long way to achieve that. And we don't want nobody to take that away from us. You know, foul notes or not.
Yeah. You've come a long way. You've come a long way not only as New Kids, but some of you are producing the #1 records for other people. Yeah, I know you are. Yeah.
Man,
and you work on an album, right?
Well,
or did you lie to me last time I saw you?
No, you know, we've been talking about doing solo albums. But whatever decisions we do make, we're going to make it as a group. And we thought that another New Kids album would be better. You know?
Yeah. But you're going to do more producing, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Danny, like I said last time I was here with my brother, Danny's producing, what, 5 groups, 4 groups, and great stuff, you know what I mean? I'm doing my brother's new album right now as we speak. You know, we've all been writing songs and stuff, you know, for a while, you know what I mean? And it's, you know, it was only just a matter of time before, you know, we really tried to explore production and writing and stuff, and I think, you know, it's really great to do that, and we're definitely going to keep pursuing that, you know.
Have I covered it all? What? You want to know about, oh, you want more music? More music? Y'all gonna sing something else? You got something else you can sing?
You're gonna get us, we'll get ready. Are we gonna give us a couple minutes, maybe a break, a little commercial?
Maybe we could work something out or something, as long as it's live.
Oh, it's live.
Well, let's kick it. Take a commercial, we'll be right back. Hit. If you go away, here's New Kids on the Block.
That